Steve here with Table Rock Tea Company. Thanks so many of you who have watched my review of this Honda CT125 or Trail 125 or Hunter Cub or whatever you want to call it. So many of you have responded. It's been really great and helpful to the channel. As always, please like and subscribe. Now, I want to come clean and say that on that video, that review video, I made a mistake when it came to mounting this gas can, and so I want to correct that mistake. If you'll notice in that video, I talk about making a bracket so that you can also hold the toolbox. Well, I didn't realize that the set already came with a bracket, so I'm going to show you how that goes on in just a second. But yeah, no need for fabrication. This, I'll show you when I take this apart what I thought this was supposed to go to and why I didn't think it fit. So anyway, here we go. So I still really prefer and like this mounting hardware. So let me just get that cleared away right away. And I will put a link to this for where you can get it on B's Deals. But when this plate first came with it, there's no instructions that come with this thing, which is really annoying. Like that's sort of pretty typical of stuff coming out of Asia. Like you get no manual, no instructions, nothing like that. So I thought that this, when you look at the bolt pattern, there are 4 bolts on this part of it. I thought this was supposed to go here, and it was just drilled wrong because these bolts don't line up to the holes. What I didn't realize was that those holes line up here. And so that's where you mount it on in between the rack and the fin, and that lets you mount the toolbox. So I'm going to take this apart and then we'll put it back together. So now instead of having this, like I fabricated, you're gonna have this. Much cleaner, and hey, you know, much thinner also. I don't know if you can see that. So it's gonna be a lot better overall. So now we have a nice clean bracket. This uses the hardware that was actually included in the set. The only thing I did add that I do wanna make a point of is they do not include lock washers. So I always like putting lock washers on stuff because these will rattle loose. Remember, this is a trail bike, right? So it's going to be vibrating and all that. So I put a lock washer here in between the regular washer and the nut. So anyhow, that's the only mod. We'll put it back together. Well, there you have it, an honest mistake, but a pretty simple fix. I just felt like I needed to make that video in case some of you guys had watched the previous review video. If you haven't watched that, certainly go see it. Yeah, just wanted you to know that you don't have to have any kind of fabrication tools or whatever to have a nice gas can holder and still keep your toolbox. So yeah, that's about it. Pretty cool bike. Yeah, but you already know that if you're watching this video. Thanks again for watching. Again, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned to see what else is brewing here at Table Rock Tea Company.